All right. Greetings and welcome back once again to Just Make Music. Hey, we've been marching right through these lessons, these episodes, if you will, mastering this Pro Tools intro music program along with the Expand 2 insert, the plugin. The musical plugin is just like a miracle, right? So look, we're marching along. Last week we're merging, MIDI merging tracks so we don't override our stuff as we go along with the keyboard and recording. And we're just marching through this stuff. So this week we're going to continue on making some more beats, some more loops, and then we're going to merge them all together and start creating some samples out of them. I mean, we're getting towards the final stretch here. We got a couple more sessions and you're going to be out of the gate, right? Making some awesome music, some beats, some loops, some raps, some songs, whatever you want to call it. So look, let's just get going. Let's just make some music, eh? Okay, here we are back in Pro Tools intro. So a very quick recap, if you will. We're dealing with instrument tracks here. We selected an instrument track, beats. We put it right here out in this area, the beats. It's an instrument track, like I said. The insert, the musical insert, the plug-in, if you will, is Expand 2, right there highlighted. And that's what we have selected. We have Pop Hop 91, whatever it is, selected for this expand. We put this bar out here, 4 bars long, and we selected from one of the many things you can do to select from the loops. Here's the whole batch we've gone through before. You select the loop, and then you can add different A, B, C, or D, different channels within that track, within that selection. And so we've had A, B, C, and D selected. Pop Hop, we have it right here. It's an instrument track. There is no input. There's no input because it's not manual. It's not like a guitar plugged in or a microphone plugged in. And we're going to get to that. So remember that, no input on this because the Expand tool is part of it. And you remember these 4 bars, when you select on it with your mouse, it plays back what you have is selected as a loop. And you can make this loop however long you want. Right now it's 4 bars. That's standard usually for a verse, but we could drag it out and do the whole song. You can do it however long you want to do it. And then when you put it into loop mode, it will continue to loop right here, right click, go into loop, and it will continue to play over and over again. So right click on this, take it back to normal. And now what we're going to do this time is a little different because we've been talking about MIDI merge up here, the MIDI merge function. And what that is, again, is when we're recording here, these beats or notes, if you will, the notes are selected here. If we select these notes in here and you're on MIDI merge, you can record using the loop playback, right click on the playback, the loop playback function here, and then the normal record mode. So here's what we got. We got the beats and instrument track. Now we're going to add a audio track. So go up here to audio tracks right here in this area. And again to the left, the little ball to the left of audio tracks, and we select vocals. So it pops up on the screen. So now we can hide this expand. Right click over here, and now we hid this one right here, and we're open this up a little bit now where this is a vocal track. So as opposed to notes here, this is a waveform. And a couple of little differences. This is a voice recording. There is no expand tool. As you'll notice, there are no plugins. The only thing is the input and output. On this, of course, the instrument tracks have no input because it's already built into the Expand tool, the plugin insert. Now with a voice recording, we're going to go input 1, and I happen to use as my input 1, plug in an audio box USB, and I basically plug one microphone into that box, audio input path. Audio box old crummy little box I have, but my microphone plugs into that and then into the computer. And the output is going to be left and right, just like it is for the MIDI track. The difference between vocals and the instrument track is we're going to go up here and you see, first of all, go to Setup, Preferences. And this is very important too. And then go under Operations tab up here in the top and make sure this is selected. Automatically create new playlists when loop recording. Unclick. So what that means is basically when you're going to record right here, unlike MIDI merge, and you can add stuff and do this and that without overwriting the data. If when you're in down here recording audio, you are going to overwrite the data. You're going to overwrite it multiple times, however many takes you do, and they're called playlists. And you're going to find those under here in playlists. Go to the waveform right here for normal recording, and then eventually we're going to click on this and go to playlist, and you will see how many takes you did. So we get ready to record right here, and unlike the instrument track up here and the MIDI merge, and you selected, remember you did the loop playback and not the loop record. In this instance, we are going to use the loop record. And once you choose loop record in audio, watch this right here, this MIDI merge, that goes away. There is no MIDI merge. You are going to overwrite your data each time you record through this and it loops. Every time you're going to loop it. That's called comping, making different compositions, if you will. And that's what that was when we went to the setup preferences and we chose the operation tab, automatically create new playlist when we're loop recording. So basically you're going to record through these and it's going to do individual takes. Every time it loops, you can record a new vocal over the top of it. When we start the recording here, arm the track, the vocal track, and we have this loop recording track. Now, the problem with this is when you hit the space on your keyboard, it starts right into it, right where the sound is right here and right where the voice is. So if you want to have a little heads up before you start recording the vocals, go to this count off. That's what that's for. That's one whole bar. So basically it's starting out in here. It'll tick along and then it'll start after one bar. So turn this metronome on up here. This little looks like an alarm clock or something. It's a metronome. Make sure you double click on it before you start recording and then see what it says, because you want to make sure it says only during count off. You only want to hear your metronome leading up to your recording, not through the whole thing. So say okay. You're going to want to highlight the area you want to record. And that would be these 4 bars. That's what our beats do. We're going to be audio recording down here, vocals. So now you arm the track. The record button should be blinking. And then you go up here to loop record. Everything else is set. The metronome, the loop record, the count off. The track is armed, the 4 beats. So I'm going to hit the space bar on the keyboard and we're going to click and count in 4 beats before the recording starts. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and go. I've been sitting on the corner for months, so maybe years. I got my dog sitting with me every day. My face up sitting on the corner for months, so maybe years. I got my dog sitting with me every day. Sitting on the corner for months, so maybe years. I got my dog sitting with me every day. On the corner for months, so maybe years. I got my dog sitting with me every day. With data driving by, you know the. Okay. So now we have stopped this recording. We stopped right up here. The loop recording is stopped. Everything's off. So what we have here, what it looks like we have here, is we recorded this tune, if you will, this area against those beats. So we just recorded. So let's play it back and let's just hit the space bar again and see what it sounds like. So that's what we have. So look, what you want to do here to see your different versions, Remember this thing over here again. Keyboard focus is on. So hit a T. Let's make it just a little bit bigger so we can look at it. So now we want to see what the different takes look like. So all you got to do is come over here to vocals, right where it says waveform, the little down arrow right there. Click on it, highlight it, click it, and there you go. So what this is every take that we just did. It didn't overwrite this one. It just added completely new versions of it. So what you need to do here is listen to this version against this, for instance, and see what you like. If you don't like this one, select the next one. Go down here to see we have vocals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the original up here. So say we don't like a part of this. See, we don't like this part. So go listen to another one somewhere else that you want to listen to, or you want to listen to this version completely. This is take 1, take 2. So go here, highlight the sound, the speaker sound, and then hit the space bar on your computer and play back this version of it. Stop it with the space bar and just keep going. See which one you like. So you don't like this one? Say, oh, I don't like this part of this. I like this part of the first one. So I take this one and I want to move it up because this is the master, right? So I want to replace these parts in here with anything that's better down here. So all you got to do is find one you like better, this area. Play it with the speaker on. I like that beat better. I like this part of number 1 better. Play it. So whatever pieces, parts, whatever you want, the best of the best down here of these 5 versions, just take them, highlight them like this, say, I want this in my master. I want this to replace this. Just hit the up arrow, and there it is. It's done. This take replaced the original. Now that becomes the original with your best take. So now I want down here, say I want this part to be up here. Just select it and move the little arrow up. It moves it all the way up. Hit the arrow. There you go. I want this little piece right here to be up here. I like this one much better in this version. Highlight it. Hit the arrow. Boom. So now you have, with these playlists, you have the best of the best. Whatever takes you had down here, whatever parts you want of each version, just move it up into the original. And there you have it. And with that all wrapped up, I say we wrap it up for the week on that note with all these playlists and all these loops coming in, man. I think we're getting a lot closer, though, if you've been following along, right? I mean, we got the beats, we got the instrument track, the MIDI track, the basics for the loops or beats or whatever you want to call them. And now we got a vocal track where we can do multiple takes of it, 5, 6, 7, 8, however many we took, okay? Whether you're rapping, blapping, jamming, whatever you call it, over the top of the beats, which is awesome. So now we have the beats. Now we have the audio recordings or whatever it is, audio you're putting in there. So now we just need to keep going and adding a few more tracks, a little spice, if you will, to some of the tracks, and then we'll go from there. But for now, I think we're making great progress on this stuff. So hopefully you all agree we're doing okay. And if you have any questions, questions, comments, anybody out there, feel free to jump in anytime. Okay. We're just trying to go through this and make some music. Okay. So look, with that being said, till next week, have a good night, a pleasant tomorrow, and I will see you next week. And remember, when all else fails, just make some music. Okay. It's good for your soul. See you next week.